pumpkins to carve for today's challenge, but to find the best we'll need to learn about what type of pumpkins they sell, so I need to speak with an expert to find out what's right for me. I spoke with Josephine McCormick, the oldest sister of the family, to learn more.
So you've got support, even if you're alone enough.
For the Hawks. Conestoga going to send Volkmar at third as we go around the horn. Tycho at short, Schnarr at two, Akey back at first. In the outfield and left field going to be Kennedy, Schnarr. Burks back in center and Kemper in right. Stevens going to be the designated player. And at the catching position going to be Stevens with Paul set to be the pitcher to start this game. She looks fired up. We are set to go. As Hilbert going to get things started for the second game.
Left fielder number 11, Kennedy Schnarr.
Wind has died down. A very clear night. Not too many clouds in the sky. Should provide good visibility for these fielders.
13, Addison Stevens.
Set to be a great game. These two teams continuing to have good battles. And we are set to go. Hope you have your popcorn, your nachos, and your drink, because we have a treat for you tonight. And we are underway as the first pitch going to be called for a strike on Hilbert. A newcomer to this pitching staff for the Condors as she looks to cement her spot in the rotation. That one going to miss just high, evening us up at 1-1. Corners in for the Condors. That one just going to miss a little bit outside. In the first game for Hilbert was held hitless to the 7th inning where she was able to secure a base hit. Will come around to score later on. As that one fisted off. Volkmar giving chase. That one in and out of her glove as she really had to extend for that one. Volkmar as steady as they come at the hot corner. Does a tremendous job securing the ball. Very sure-handed infielder for the Condors.
Recreation facility. This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build.
Firing on to Akey to get the runner. That will retire Hilbert. And now that is going to bring up Rothwell. Little check swing, dribbler to Tycho. She fires on and will beat Rothwell by a step. 2 quick outs for Paul here in the first. Working very efficiently as a couple nice plays from the middle infielders have gotten the Condors 2 outs in the top of the inning. That one fought off the screen. Going to be an initial strike here on River Johnston. Johnston had a home run as that ball got out in a hurry to left field in the opener. See what she has in store this evening. The outfielders back up a little bit, playing no doubles defense. That one going to be called for a strike as Paul gets ahead 0-2. Wind dying down a bit. It was really pulling to right field before the first game. That was going to be a big factor in this one as that one smoked to right field. Racing back after Kemper. It's over her head. Johnston on her horse going to second. She gets a look. She's on her way to third. Tycho fires on to Volkmar. And she is going to be safe. Volkmar looks like she might have got the tag on her. And it looks like Johnston going to sneak in there with a 2-out triple. With 2 outs, that's going to bring up Reese Veloci. starting third baseman for this Hawk squad, has a runner knocking on the door as Humber tries to grab an early 1-0 lead. Good block from Stevens, keeping that one in front of her. One thing you really gotta be aware of when you're calling pitches behind the dish is if you're calling for some sort of off-speed pitch, there's a chance that's going to be a low pitch, being sure you get down and block it. Swinging over the top of that one was Veloci. She goes down, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Good crowd on attendance here on this Friday night for the season opening doubleheader between these two teams. That one fouled off, sending the count to 1-2. Really attacking hitters early on as she looks to strand the runner. That one hit to the outfield, and it will fall over the head of Tycho. Johnston going to come in to score, and Humber strikes first. That's going to extend the inning here for Marley Greer. It's back-to-back hits, cash in a run for the Hawks. Pulled, gets that off in the bat to Tycho in her feet. She fires on, and going to beat it out was Greer, who runs very well. Might have had the play at second.
The DP, number 18, Peyton Fitzgerald.
2 on, 2 out here in the first. Paul looking to get out of it. As that off-speed pitch looks like it's going to be in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Looks like a bit of a running start for Veloci. She has to scramble back. That one fired in there, just missing. She tried to paint the corner, looked pretty good. Nonetheless, count is 1-2. That one going to be low and outside. Count draws even. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on. Paul trying to work on a little bit of a jam. And she gets the swing and miss. Going to be her first K of the game. That is going to retire the side. 1-0 heading to the bottom of the first. Conestoga set to counter with Tycho Abishnar at the top of the order. Google in the circle to get things started for the bottom half of the inning. Last season had an 8-2 record, 45 innings pitched with 45 Ks, A whip under 2 as she gets set to face this Condors lineup. First to greet her going to be Kelly Teichel. Teichel, known as a slap hitter, gets that running up, works first to bunt, pulls it back, going to be called for a strike on the second year shortstop for the club. Teichel squares, now pulls it back, and going to be strike 2 quickly on her. Scrugel out ahead. Teichel behind in the count, looking to battle. That one going to be a ball. That's a good eye from Teichel, wisely laying off. Staying alive, 1-2 count. Conestoga bench rallying behind her. Teichel had 1 hit in the game against Humber earlier this evening as she works the count to even. The payoff pitch. That one going to be a ball again. Teichel from 0-2 now to full. Great vision shown by the number 2. No pitches left to give. Here we go. That one chopped to shortstop. That one hitting off, and Teichel blazing speed will leg it out. I believe that is going to be an air charge to Jensen. It's a tough play.
Back in base, number 6, Abby Schnarr.
Schnarr now up to bat. 1 runner on as Conestoga looking to answer. Scoring 2 bunt and bunting through it was Abby Schnarr on that one. Teichel always a threat to go. We've mentioned it before. 30 steals last year. Condors single season record. Definitely sporting that signature sliding mitt. That thing got a lot of loose last year. See if she's off. A lot of room as a second baseman, really playing the pull. The swing and a miss. Obviously, shortstop going to be covering the throw down. Nonetheless, a lot of room up the middle for Schnarr to work with. See if she can time something up on Scrugel. That one going to be taken outside for a ball. 2 straight batters going down 0-2 and continuing to work counts. Really seeing the resilience from the Condors. That one ripped and is going to be gloved. And that is going to be an out. Jensen makes the play, retiring Schnarr 1 away.
The pitcher, number 16, Nevaeh Paul.
Paul now stepping in for her first plate appearance of the evening. See if she can find the pitch and drive. Basically straight up, and Teichel running. And another stolen base for Kelly Teichel. Back-to-back games with the steals. She advances to second. Just blazing speed really gets off that base and is up to full speed in no time. Really makes it hard for the catcher to pop and have a chance to throw out. That one skips in. Teichel going to advance on the pass. Ball standing up. Now she is knocking on the door. See if Paul can find something. Definitely just something deep in the outfield gives a great chance for Teichel to score with her blazing speed. Pitch that one going to be called for a strike. Well, one of the rookies on this team would love to contribute a knock to her team as she swings over top of that one. And that is going to be strike 3. Ball going to be set down on strikes. That's 2 away. Stepping up is Danny Ernst. You can't say enough good things again for Ernst here, as she continues to be a hitting machine. Great batting average, 359 last season. Great on-base percentage, over 400. Just amazing job as that one going to be taken for a strike. Her numbers have always continued to trend upward in her collegiate career. You look at the 3 years that she has played, all of her offensive stats have continued to improve the more reps she has gotten. In fact, for a big year from number 5. That one going to be called outside, ball 1. Thing you really see from Ernst, though, with a lot of power hitters, you see a lot of swing and miss in the game. That's not the case with her, as she continues to have great vision up there, very selective, as she will hit that one off the end of the bat towards the Humber bench. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Conestoga trying to even it up. So they trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. There's the pitch. That one's skewed. And it's going to be a foul ball. That one was smoked down the first baseline, just dancing a little foul. Good looking swing from Ernst. Saw it a lot last season. Has a great ability to find the gap in the outfield, able to split the fielders, and with her blazing speed, she's able to round these bases very quickly as that one fouled off. Ernst stays alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Tycho on third as Stevens waits on deck. There's the pitch. That one chopped. It's going to find a hole up the middle. Danny Ernst delivers. As Tycho coming in to score is going to be an RBI single for Ernst. Just what the doctor ordered for the Condors. They are on the board. 1-1 our score. As Toria Stevens now steps in. Came into pinch hit in the late part of the game earlier on, and she delivered a clutch base hit to keep the Condors going. One going to find the zone for a strike. It's a great approach from Ernst one last time on a 2-out, 2-strike count. Did a great job staying within herself, finding the ball and driving it right back up the middle. Stevens looking to do damage here. As that one going to be away. Count even, 1-1. Stevens looking, that one going to ride inside, and she's going to give chase. Similar count to Ernst finding herself in. See what Stevens has in her. A lot of pop in that bat. Saw during batting practice earlier on, was really driving the ball to that left center gap. And she is going to swing and miss. Stevens goes down on case. Google gets out of it. However, surrendering 1 run as Tycho comes in on the RBI single from center fielder Danny Ernst. We head to the second, tied 1-1.
For the Condors, in the bottom of the first, there's 1 run left.
Claudia Hansen into the game for the first time this season. She's going to be behind the dish, forming the battery with Skugel, her first plate appearance. Hansen had 32 at-bats last season in her first year, had 10 hits on the campaign. Is that one going to be chopped foul? Akey gives chase. 6 RBI for Hansen. Very impressive numbers. As another one of these Humber hitters, over 300. These Humber hitters just don't strike out a lot. They're very good at putting bat on the ball, working counts and finding ways to get on base. You're seeing a number of them with high averages, really speaking to the program run over there by Bulls. That one in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Pohl. One of the strengths for this Hawks team, and talking with Dwayne Bowles, was the pitching and defense. It's been their bread and butter as a swing and a foul ball. Circling back, it's been their pitching and defense in past years. They're looking to lean on that again, lean on their veterans who have been with this club. They know the system, and continuing to develop the rookies into that. And we mentioned earlier, just having those good coaching is good assistance as well, in the likes of Brandon Costa, Maddie Costa, as well as Megan Murphy and Julia Devlano. Through the healthy staff there, all of them contributing keys. And that one hit to center, right at Ertz. She's got it. And that will retire Hansen. One batter, one out for Pohl.
Shortstop number 10, Ella Jensen.
Ella Jensen now up to bat, getting her second start at shortstop. Had that error in the inning, see if she can get something on using the bat, as that one called a strike. And another nice pitch, quickly ahead, 0-2. Pohl might have taken a page out of some of his veteran stats, especially with Bateman. You saw it in the first game, going right after these hitters, really putting them on their back foot. That one going to miss just a bit low. You're seeing it a lot. It's by getting ahead, you're really causing these hitters to have defensive swings. They're starting to play into your game plan. They're not able to set their feet as much and really go after the pitches that they want. Is that one just missing, looking for the punch out. Jensen working the count back to even. Looks like a very straightforward defensive alignment for her. That one will be sent foul. Payoff pitch and a swing and a miss. That one going to be sent around the horn as Jensen strikes out swinging. 2 up, 2 down for Pohl.
Left fielder number 9, Maddie Friesen.
Friesen very good in that opening game. So we take a quick look back on it. She had 2 hits as well as a walk. Came around to score once, was thrown out trying to score on a big throw from center fielder Ernst. Looking to replicate a similar performance in the nightcap game. That one ripped down the right field line. Michaela Kemper giving chase. Going to be out of her reach as she goes towards the fence. That ball will land foul. We've talked a lot about the Condors' speed in the past. You see it a lot on the bases, but you also got to think of that as well on the field. Their defensive mobility, able to get to a lot of balls, run them down. You're seeing it a lot. Just being able, as that one going to ride up and in, being able to get to a lot of these balls, saving defensive runs has been huge for this team. Playing very solid defensively allows you to be competitive in these games and really allow your bats to get going. Playing the slap side. Has that one going to miss for a ball? 3-1 the count. Looks like it actually is 2-2 according to our home plate umpire. That one chopped up. Schnarr trying to get it. That one under her glove into center field. Going to be a 2-out base hit for Friesen.
Top of the order for the Hawks with center fielder number 3, Shea Humber.
Hilbert back up. We get ready, one on, see if they put the runner in motion. Will not, and that one going to be called a strike. Bulls dealt with a little bit of traffic early on in this game. That one skied in the outfield. Kemper and Ernst converging. Ernst takes charge, and that will do it. One runner reaches, but then Paul comes right back to get Hilbert. That retires the Humber Hawks here in the second. 1-1, we head to the bottom half of the inning. It's going to be Volkmar, Kemper, and Kennedy Schnarr up to bat. Bottom of the second, set to get things started, is going to be veteran third baseman Lexi Volkmar.
Number 10, Lexi Volkmar.
We talked about her defense earlier on, just as good with the bat. Good on-base percentage, never below 300, continuing to do a great job getting on bases in her 4 years with the team. Big slugging percentage last season, over 700, as she drove in 5 as well, to go along with 2 stolen bases. And she will take the first pitch low. Volkmar with one of the bubbliest personalities in that dugout for the Condors. Continue to do a great job picking up her teammates, leading by example as she swings through that one. Skugel not willing to give an inch as we continue to battle here in the second. All knotted up, 1-1. Really is anybody's game. Very similar story in that first game. Takes that one low. As that one sent well out of play. That is going to even us up, 2-2. You're seeing it with the Condors. Been a focus at their practice. Has been not giving away at-bats, continuing to fight off those tough pitches, making sure that they have good eyes up there. They're not swinging at those pitches that are designed for the chase. See what Volkmar's got up here. Is that one going to skip in? Kind of load it up. Full count for Volkmar, as she got the start at third base. And Volkmar striking that one, going to be thrown on. A little bit of a high throw brought in by Johnston. That will complete the strike of Volkmar down on K's.
14, Michaela Kemper.
Kemper back up now for her first at-bat here in the doubleheader. Good number a season ago for the right fielder. Had a 238 average, doesn't really reflect the quality of at-bats that she had. Worked a lot of counts, got up towards double-digit pitches in most of those at-bats that I was watching. You really saw her just being able to relay a lot of information to her teammates, as well as then get a real read on pitchers, and then in a later at-bat would be able to do damage. That one in there for a strike on Kemper. We'll watch that one in for a ball. Kemper, the Guelph native, primarily playing in right field, her natural position, does a very good job out there as time going to be granted. That one in there for a strike. Count runs full. The payoff pitch, there it is. That one run in on the hands of Kemper. She's able to fight it off. The Hey Mickey chant was started in the Condors bench. That is going to be a walk, and Kemper races down the first baseline. Maybe thought about two momentarily, depending on how fast Hansen went to get the ball. Nonetheless, runner on first for Kennedy Schnarr. Look at this new coaching staff for the Condors. Kipfer in his third year now at the helm of the Condors, with Emily Glendenning in her second year as the pitching coach, and new to the team Kyle Smith. We really want to focus on Mike Weckner for a minute, currently coaching first base in his 11th year with the team. The definition of a player's coach. He continues to just be able to be available for all the conversations that they have, any questions, any concerns, always there to lend a helping hand and continue to pick people up as soon as they get to first base. Even in the dugout, you see it constantly. Just an absolute pleasure to be around. Schnarr up at the dish, 0-1 count, Kemper on first. And that will be two quick strikes here on the Condors left fielder. Now it's time for Schnarr to go to work. Two strikes, continuing to do what you've seen some of these other Condors do, is battle. One of the best at it. She chops that one. Looks like a swinging punch. She is going to beat it out, and racing around is Kemper all the way to third. Ball didn't even get much past the home plate. Kemper blazing speed as she ripped around second, headed straight to third. And that's going to be an infield hit for Schnarr, and the Condors, with one away, have runners on the corners. That's going to bring a visit from the pitching coach. Good defensive swing from Schnarr. Saw that pitch was leaking a bit, and she was able to put the bat on the ball and put it right in no man's land. And a heads-up running play from Kemper. We've mentioned earlier, this Condors team just runs the bases so well. They make the defense make throws. They continue to make them think, and they can catch them off guard a few times here and there. You saw that right there. Now we're set. Aki up to bat. 2 on, 1 away. That one taken for a ball. Aki, a big story for the Condors. Came in as a rookie last year and played all the games for the Condors. Batted over 350 with 14 driven in, while coming around to score 13 times. She pulls back. Schnarr running, and that one going to sneak through the outfield. Schnarr heading into third with a head first slide, and she is safe. Kemper in to score. Schnarr racing around to third. And the Condors now have the lead. Another nice heads-up base running play, continuing to try to pick on some of these infielders for the Hawks, making them make plays and then capitalizing on any mistakes. You saw it right there, a little bit of an errant throw in Conestoga. now has one away, one in, and another runner on third. One-two count here on Aki as she looks to drive a ball and see if she can find a gap. That one going to be chopped foul. Aki awaits. Here's the pitch. Aki a bit behind that one is going to be set down on strikes. That puts two away. And that's bringing back Tycho, seeing if he can capitalize and drive in Shar, who waits in the wings over at third. Conestoga would love to add a couple insurance runs in the early going. That one called for a strike. Tycho, the Cambridge native in her fourth year of eligibility, was a transfer from St. Petersburg, Florida. And she has made an instant impact on this team last year and looking to do so again this year. That one outside. Conestoga really seeing a lot of pitches in this game. Running up the pitch count of Scougall, but also getting a lot of information. Every pitch provides you a little bit more that you can use in your next at-bat. As that one called for a strike, you're able to see the different spins. You're able to see in certain counts what she's throwing. All of this information proves vital later in the game. Two strikes on Tycho, two away. And there is strike three, as Tycho is frozen by Scougall, and she gets out of it, only giving up the one run. We head to the third, Conestoga leading 2-1.
Only the Hawks. He's right here. 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 Only the Hawks. He's right field. 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 Only the Hawks. He's right field.
So you've got support, even if you're at home enough.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together, I don't even need to chase it. You see it written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.
We desperately need nurses here. Desperately.
If you plan to go to become a nurse here, go to Conestoga College.
We are an area that attracts a lot of new Canadians and a lot of immigration. I think it's a huge change in your life, but you will not regret. Their unique skills are what's really going to put them in demand in our healthcare system. I think it's a good opportunity.
Don't hesitate, go. They will take care of you here.
You really want to know how to use your knowledge and you want to be satisfied as a nurse, you have to have come here.
The scope of practice for registered nurses in Canada it's huge, and it continues to evolve, it continues to grow. And so that's a big reason why they should choose to come to Canada. I think here nurses have more autonomy.
I want to learn more. I want to see more.
If you're graduate from Conestoga, you're well respected. Or really respect.
You can expect to have a lot of fun and be challenged and to learn lots of new things. You can expect to expand your scope and to have your choice of career, where you want to work, which hospital, which specialty. There's a lot of opportunity. But beyond that, you can expect to feel welcome in the community and have the opportunity to live in a safe country and to be exactly who you are. You don't need to come here and fit in the box that you might have had to at home. You get to be exactly who you are. And that's, I think, one of the best parts about our program.
Google and Schnarr in a battle. Neither player willing to give an inch. That one is going to be low. And Schnarr works the count full. All set to resume. Nobody on, nobody out here in the third inning. As Schnarr laces one, that is going to be a fair ball down the line. Schnarr on her horse all the way to the corner. Schnarr rounding second. She's heading to third, and she will stop with a stand-up triple. Just what the doctor ordered for the Condors as Schnarr leads off the home half of the third with a stand-up triple. Great piece of hitting, taking it right down the left field line, and her legs did the rest. And now Nevaeh Pohl sends one. That one is going to head out of play. Be started 0-1. Conestoga, number of runners at third base so far in this game, looking to cash in another. As Skugel rocks and delivers. And swinging through that one, now down 0-2. Pohl went down on strikes in the first, looking to have a different fate in this one. As that one skied to right field, Schnarr back to tag, and here she comes. Here's the throw. That one is going to be up the line. Schnarr going to come in standing up on a sac fly from Pohl.
Next up, center fielder number 5.
Great job from Pohl, recognizing the situation, able to get the ball into the outfield in the air, and Schnarr will come in to score. Conestoga now up 3-1. Danny Ernst now up to bat. Would love to have a similar at bat to Schnarr. Very similar in that offensive production. A number of extra base hits for her as well, as she had a double and a triple last season to go along with those 5 home runs. Ernst currently set, and we are ready to resume. Skugel looking to try to get out of this one, minimizing the damage. Conestoga, no, that one ripped. And another big swing from Ernst as she continues to drive the ball the other way with immense power. A lot of them go without, but if she can straighten one of these out, that ball is going to go a long, long way. Skugel's uptick from last season to the season before. That one ripped down the line, going to be foul. In her rookie season back in 2023-2024, she appeared in 7 games, pitching a total of 10 1/3 innings, up that to 45, and is looking to have even a bigger role for this Hawks team this season as one of the veteran pitchers on the staff. First away, it's 1-2 count. And that one going to ride in, and she'll swing over top of it. Going to be a strikeout for her, as Skugel now up to 5 Ks.
20, Victoria Stevens.
Victoria Stevens now up to bat. 2 away here in the third. Conestoga already has 1 in. Stevens as fundamentally sound as they come in her second year with the team, continuing to just do the things that you want as a coach, right? You know, you have the quality ABs. When you're in the field, you're able to make the key plays that you need to, just the right kind of footwork, being able to charge the ball, all those little things that you see and your coaches tell you from the time you're 5 years old all the way up. You see that in Stevens as a strike on her. Skugel thought it might have been strike 3 as she dances off. It's going to be a ball outside. Set to do it again as it's 2 strikes here on Stevens. That one inside. Getting out of the way was Toria Stevens. And now count even. Skugel delivers, and a wise take from Stevens as she works the count full. You're seeing that Conestoga really letting the ball travel. You saw it earlier tonight. You're seeing it again in this at-bat. You're really seeing the spin on the ball. Even if it's a strike, you're still able to recognize the pitch, and then you're able to go up and hit it. See what Stevens has in store for us here. As that one caught looking strike 3, Skugel going to get her. That will do it for 3. Through 3 innings, Conestoga 3, Humber 1.
Leading it off for the Hawks, DP number 18, Peyton Fitzgerald.
Peyton Fitzgerald going to get things going for the Hawks here in the 4th inning as that one is slammed into the fence. Going to be a foul ball. Seeing a lot of quick work here from Paul. Not a lot of traffic on the bases thus far for the Hawks. That line in there for a strike. Another pinpoint accurate pitch. We're seeing great precision out of Paul in this one. So far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from her in the circle, proving to be a dominant pitcher. As that one hit to Kemper, going to hang up in time. He makes the catch. That's going to be 1 down. Ball hung up just long enough for Kemper to get under it. Be 1 away for the Condors here in the top of the 4th. Hansen now back up 0 for 1. Left-handed batting catcher. As that one slips maybe a little bit out of the hand. Going to be up and away. Hansen up to bat. Jensen on deck. That one going to be popped up. Poles got it. She fires on Akey with the stretch. 2 down. I gotta love a pitcher that could field like that. Perfectly done as she was able to get the ball on the hop, quickly able to plant her feet and fire a strike over to Akey with a nice stretch. That's 2 quick outs for the Condors. Jensen now stuck out back in second. One going to skip in, and Jensen is ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. Looks like a little bit of a foul tip. That one held on to by Stevens. It's going to be a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Jensen. Jensen looking to try something as she swings through that one. Jensen worked a walk as well as had a single in the first game. Also 2 Ks in that one. Looks like she offered a little bit at it. That one just going to miss a bit outside. Working the count to full. No pitches left to give. Going to be a payoff pitch momentarily from Paul. That one hit, and it's going to get past the outstretched glove of Teichel, and it's a base hit for Jensen. That's going to bring up the dangerous Friesen. Maddie Friesen, the Manitoba native, currently in her first year, relief pitcher, really shoring up that rotation and that staff for the Humber College Hawks, as well as also playing the outfield on occasion. Keep an eye on Friesen this year, as she looks to be a special player for Hawks. That one ripped into the gap. Kemper giving chase. That one rolling all the way to the warning track. 1 in. Friesen on her way to third. And it's going to be a stand-up triple for Friesen. That cuts into the Conestoga lead. We said it before, we'll say it again. Friesen can put a lot of thump in that bat. Able to find the gap, able to split the outfielders, and send that one right to the warning track. Hilbert up to bat, see how Paul bounces back as that one in the dirt. That one ripped towards Schnarr. She's driving and she's got it! That ball sinking fast. Schnarr ran it down with a little slide, and she's got it. That will end the threat. Stranding a runner at third. Nice play from Kennedy Schnarr. The catcher transitioned back to the outfield. Hawks score 1. Conestoga back up to bat with a lead 3-2.
Baseline Condor lot for swag at the end of this inning. There are only 12 softballs, so get there quick once this inning is through.
Set to get things started here in the bottom of the fourth. It's going to be Lexi Volkmar. She went down on strikes in the second inning, looking to bounce back here. Like I said, a very tough out at the plate is number 10. Continuing to drive the ball exceptionally well. A lot of room out there. Outfielders playing her straight up. I believe that one just going to miss just outside. It was a good attempt by Hansen bringing it back. Scoogle delivers. That one hit on to third. Gobbled up there by Veloci and will throw out Volkmar.
Up next, right fielder number 14, Michaela Kemper.
Kemper now up to bat. She reached on a walk, came around to score back in the second. You really saw her showcasing her wheels in that game as she took advantage and took extra bases where necessary. That one low for the first ball of the at-bat. There's a pitch. That one going to be taken low as well. 2 balls here on the Conestoga right fielder. Google's pitch count starting to get up there a little bit as Conestoga continuing to make her work. She fires that one in there for a strike. Kemper awaits, Google deals. And that one will be a swinging strike. All knotted up 2-2. Conestoga looking for some insurance runs. Humber out hitting them 7-3 so far. Humber has 2 errors right now in the game. Kemper waits. That one going to be taken right in on the comebacker. Little underhanded flip. Kemper going to be retired on the 1-3 putout. That's going to bring up Schnarr, who had a nice play to end the top half of this inning with that sliding catch. Schnarr set as we await the first pitch of the at-bat. That one taken at the knees, strike one. That one going to miss the mark a little bit on the outer half of the play. 1-1 the count. Last season, 21 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs. Very impressive numbers from the Conestoga left fielder. Continue to drive the ball. She swings over top of that one. She really brings that experience and versatility to the Condors in her 4th year with the team. Last season, hitting .288 on a base percentage of .354. In her career, that's just under as that one sailed out of play down left field line. Really just her career stats. She bats just under 300, continuing to get good quality at-bats. You're seeing it right here, fighting off those tough pitches. You just can't say enough about that in a hitter. When you go down to 2 strikes, just being able to have that 2-strike approach. As she hits another one, that one going to be reeled in on the base of Veloci. Fire on to first to complete the play. Condors go in order.
Leading off for the Hawks here in the fifth, right fielder number 15, Riley Rothwell.
All right, folks, we are back for the fifth inning. Riley Rothwell set to get things going for the Hawks. And still in the circle is going to be Nevaeh Pohl. Really pitching good in this game, making short work of these Hawks hitters. You're seeing a good mix of pitching for strikes and pitching for contact. And when we talk about pitching for contact, they're really not getting a lot of hard hit balls. There have been a couple, but you're really seeing her limit the amount that they are able to square up the ball. That one ripped down the line. It is going to be a fair ball right into the corner, and it is out of play. That is going to be a ground rule double for Rothwell to start. There was an opening down that right field line. You saw Kemper immediately put her hands up, signaling that ball is out of play. And that will hold Rothwell to a double, but she was well on her way to third, maybe even more. And that brings up the ever-dangerous River Johnston. Johnston drove in 13 a year ago. Also has the 2 steals, 3 walks. That one called for a strike on the veteran third-year first baseman. That one whipped to Schnarr. She's got it in her glove. Little backhand toss. Akey fires on across it down to third. Volkmar gloves it, applies the tag. Rothwell going to be in there, however. That's going to be a 4-3 put out for Johnson. Moving up on the ground out. That is Rothwell.
Third base. Number 7, Reese Veloci.
Reese Veloci looking to try to tie this one up here in the top of the 5th. Conestoga looking to stay on ahead in this game. Is that one going to be a bit high? Veloci waits the pitch from Pohl. That one ripped and it's going to hop over the glove of Volkmar down the line. Schnarr's got it. Fires that one back in, hammering the brakes and diving back in was Veloci. She rounded hard. That ball is quickly brought back in by Schnarr, holding her to a long single. Nonetheless, that ties us up here off the base hit.
Second base, number 11, Marley Greer.
Couple of nice at-bats for the Hawks, able to string some hits together. And now we are all tied back up 3 apiece here in the 5th. That one going to miss just a bit outside as Greer digs back in. Here, 18 hits a season ago. Pretty tough out for the team. She is currently 1 for 2. Greer only 6 strikeouts. Very good numbers. As that one going to float in for the strike. A nice off-speed pitch from Pohl. Caught her a little bit off guard on that one for Greer. That one sent foul. There's the pitch. That one in. Throw down. It's there. And they got her. Great throw down from Stevens. Tycho applies the tag. Veloci caught stealing. It's going to be 2 outs. Great throw and a great tandem play. Tycho combines there with Stevens. Now, dude, that one hit. It's going to be a foul ball.
Still Marley Greer.
2 away, 1 already in. Oh, trying to hold him right here. Is that one chopped on? Nice play from Schnarr. Fired on to Akey. That will do it for the 5th inning for the Hawks. 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left on. Conestoga and Humber tied at 3.
2 hits, no errors, none left.
Akey got to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Condors. Just missing that one right on it was Akey. Quick look down to 3rd, getting the sign. As a battle of the 8s commencing, Schoolgirl Akey here in the 5th. Gotta love baseball under the lights here for these teams. Nothing quite better in a September evening at the Ball Diamond as Conestoga and Humber deadlocked at 3. Who will break through first? That one hit on the... That one bounced up a little bit on Johnston. She's able to glove it, stepping on the base. Akey retired.
Top of the order for the Condors. This is shortstop number 2, Kelly Tyko.
Tyko stepping up to bat now. Really love to see her get one in the gap and showcase her wheels. Is that one going to miss for ball 1? She has that run-up approach, typical of a slap hitter. You're going to see it right here. She's going to bunt and we'll pull it back. Tyko looking to go to left side. A lot of room out there. She looks at that one. That one going to be called a strike by home plate umpire. One-two count here, one away. As it looks like they're creeping in a little bit, preventing the bunt. Continuing to have great vision up there is Tyko. Now 3 balls, 1 strike here on the Condors shortstop. Conestoga took big strides last year, looking to do so again here. That is going to be ball 4. Condors get a runner on.
Next, second base, 6. That's Abby Schnarr.
Schnarr had that triple down the left field line, back in the 3rd. Would love to do something and put it in the gap again. Looks like you're seeing Friesen shade a little bit over. Tycho bluffs as he fooled a couple of Hawks defenders as she was being called for going. Nonetheless, she hammers the break, staying at first base for Schnarr. There's the bunt. Tycho heading on. That one in the dirt is going to be a ground out for Schnarr, but a productive out nonetheless, as Tycho going to advance to second.
Up next, the pitcher, number 16, Nevaeh Paul.
Paul had that sac fly to cash in. Schnarr would love to get something in. The gap here is 2 outs. That one just going to miss the outer part of the plate. You're really seeing Skugel try to nibble on those corners, seeing if you can get the call. Unsuccessful on that attempt. That one's skied. It is going to be over the lights and out of play. A big cut from Paul. Batter ready, pitcher ready. We are set to resume. And swinging over the top of that one in the dirt. And it looks like Tycho got about halfway to third and then turned back. Throw came down. She was already back at second. Ball side. There's the pitch. That one going to be outside. There's going to be the strike. Quick corner of the ball in the dirt. Looks like they're going to throw down as Tycho moves up. It's going to be scored a strikeout, but they did not complete the out. Therefore, Tycho going to third. Pole, it's going to be a K. Nonetheless, she's on first base. Conestoga still with it. Runners on the corners. That's going to be Abby Schnarr coming in to run for Pole.
Abby Schnarr, pitch right.
And now Ernst up to bat. You saw a little bit of help from Pole, able to get on base, keeping that inning alive. You'd love to see Ernst capitalize. Ernst already with 1 hit in the game. Would love to make it a 2-for-3 effort. That was on the corners here in the 5th. We are set to resume after the meeting on the mound, and here we go. That one's skied up and going to be out of play. Ernst fouls the first one off. Going to be an 0-1 count on the center fielder. We'd love to see if she can drive something. A lot of room straight up the middle. A lot of power even on the ground. That one, I believe, going to right up and in. She's able to lean out of the way. See if Conestoga puts a little run on here with Schnarr over at first. Done a number of times, seeing if they can get the throw down and see if they can swipe home. Did it in the first game. See if that play is in motion. That one ripped foul again. We're continuing to see Ernst go to that right field part of the field. Continuing to try to straighten it out. You're seeing right fielder Rothwell play well off the line, but you're seeing Ertz really try to push that ball that way, seeing if she would cover the line a bit more after seeing two balls go screaming into the stands. That one chopped towards center, and that is going to be the third out, as Google going to get Ertz to roll over, ending the threat. Also to go for the top of the sixth inning, Paul continuing to work her magic as Fitzgerald into bat for Humber. We'll start her off with a pitch outside. Stevens trying to bring that one down, no dice. Count runs 2-0. Very back and forth game. Conestoga had a lead. Humber able to claw back, evening us up. Anybody's game as that one in there for a strike. We're really seeing both of these teams in the pressure moments that these are. You're seeing them still play free though. You don't want that one ripped on a seam into the dugout. Everybody running for cover. Looks to be everybody is okay over there. Nonetheless, you're seeing these players play very free. You know, you're not trying to make a mistake. They're just playing the game that they know. That one skips in the dirt. Count runs full, 3-2. Is that one off the fist going to be sent foul? We will do it again. Seeing a couple lengthy at-bats later in this game here for the Hawks as they continue to try to solve Pole. That one just missing the bottom corner as Pole tried to paint it. It's going to be a lead-off walk for Fitzgerald.
Catcher number 5, Claudia Hansen.
Hansen now in. She is set. Runner on first, nobody away. As there is a bunt, that one going to squirt foul. Conestoga was one of the best bunt defenses in the league. You see how far Aki is in at the first base. Volkmar same at third. Really trying to cut down and at least get one out on sac play. Looks like Bateman throwing some pitches in the bullpen for the Condors. She's pitching that opening game, see if she comes back into this one. We said runner not going up ball in the dirt. There's maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in. One thing I was able to talk about is just seeing the competitiveness in Pole. You've seen it in this game. You've seen the resilience when there's traffic on the bases. She's able to battle back. Is that one hit? And that's going to get through a diving tackle. And that is going to be 2 on for the Hawks. It's going to be a base hit for Hansen, her first of the game. And moving up now, runners on second and first for the Hawks. Jensen coming up to the plate. Looks like there is a substitution being made by Humber as Dwayne Boyles is out. Bowles, excuse me.
At bat, number 6, Victoria Lopez.
Lopez now going to pinch hit here for Jensen. As that ball scored away, nobody running. And it looks like LaRonde is also going to come in to run. Also to assume Corners very in. See if they can catch this ball. Yeah, if you can get a little bit of a bad one, that ball can get popped up, seeing if somebody can converge on it. Is that one going to be blooped? And it is down. Runners hammer on the brakes, and that is going to be bases loaded as Lopez comes into the game and gets a clutch single to load him up for the Hawks.
Left fielder number 9, Maddie Freeze.
Looks like Bateman's ready if they need her. Condors going to stick with pole. Bases loaded, force at any base. Nobody out. Play will be coming to home as the infield is in. See, if you're these players, you know their competitiveness is next level. They all want that ball hit right to them. Is that one going to be outside as well? 2-0 the count on Friesen. Friesen delivered a clutch base hit. And she also, clutch triple, excuse me, which would allow Jensen to come around and score. Is that one chopped back up? Teichel's got it, finally not one home. They get the runner at home, counting down the go-ahead run. Nice assurance there from Teichel as she knew exactly where she was going with that. Coming out was Stevens, able to keep her foot on the plate. Fitzgerald is put away. Bases remain loaded as Friesen now on first. Lopez going up to second and LaRonde coming over to third. One away here for the Condors, seeing if they can try to dance out of danger. That one in there for a strike. Every strike that much more important in a game as close as this one. That one in there for a strike, in and out of the glove of Stevens. Nonetheless called a strike by the home plate umpire. 0-2 count. Would love to see a strikeout from Paul here. Is that one race? Stepped on, gonna take the show, run gonna come in to score. That was a great stab from Akey. Two more runners in scoring position. They both moved up on the ground out. Heck of a play from sophomore first baseman Kira Akey as she was able to glove that one and get the out after retiring Hilpert. Honestly, bases loaded and you have nobody out. Teichel's got that one coming out, fired on to first. Conestoga gets out of it. Best case scenario for the Condors, only giving up the one run after bases were loaded. Heading to the bottom of the sixth, it's Humber leading 4-3.
The 6 for the Condors, DP number 20, Toria Stevens.
Toria Stevens had to get things started here. Condors have to work cut out for it, currently trailing by 1. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Hawks. That's going to be Michaela Brown, coming in third year from Brampton. Brown had 15 in the third innings pitched, only gave up 10 hits and 1 run. A very good ERA in 11 appearances. Very shutdown arm out of the pen. That one going to be dropped off the glove. Stevens racing up the baseline, and she's going to beat it out. That one going to hit off the glove of Brown. A little bit too far for Greer to track down. Stevens legs it out.
At that, third base number 10, Lexi Volkman.
Volkmar stepping up to bat.
Which it looks to be.
And it looks like Chloe Richardson's going to come into the game to run for Stevens.
For the Condors, number 3, Chloe Richardson.
Richardson's got a lot of speed in those legs. Played with her older brother way back in the day. Same thing, a very big baseball, softball family. You're able to see a lot of the resemblance in the way they play. Both of them great runners. We're very excited to see her career pan out with the Condors. Volkmar set to bat, currently 0 for 2. That can all be a race here with a clutch hit. Look at the preparation that all of these players have put into it. You saw them all taking batting practice earlier. It was very impressive. You see even them working as Volkmar setting that one down. Richardson up. And Richardson scrambling back to the base, as that is going to be a productive out for Volkmar. Richardson up to second. Bottom will go to third. It was the catcher, though, LaRonde, racing over to provide some coverage, as on the bunt, Veloci had to race in trying to throw out Volkmar. That's a very unselfish play from Volkmar, able to advance the runner. As look at the lead from Richardson, she really danced off there. Trying to find something to drive is Kemper. That one in there for a strike. And that's 1-1. It's 1 away. Kemper reached on a walk. Runner in scoring position, Conestoga would love to try to get this run in, draw it even. We get set for the pitch. And Richardson running. And it looks like she tried to swim move it. I believe she might have got around it. Umpire going to be calling her out. And it looks like third base coach Dallas Kipper, also the head coach, going to be asking for a challenge. Possibly at least an explanation. You saw like a feet first slide, but Richardson looks like she did a swim move. Thought she got around the tag. Veloci tried to apply it. Quick conversation is going to be There's going to be a conversation between the two umpires.
What's the replay? See if they got the shot.
And she will be called out. Trying to get into better position was Richardson. She'll be thrown out by LaRonde. So Kemper now has no runners on and 2 away. That one going to miss just a bit away. Kemper trying to keep the bottom of the 6 alive for the Condors. So they're down to 4 outs. That one going to be low as well. Another good eye from Michaela Kemper. Kemper trying to keep the bottom of the 6 alive for the Condors. So they're down to 4 outs. That one going to be low as well. Another good eye from Michaela Kemper. So they're down to 4 outs. That one going to be low as well. Another good eye from Michaela Kemper. That one going to be sent towards the line and out of play down the right field line. Kemper doing a good job staying on it. Kemper awaits the pitch. And that is going to be a ball outside, just missing the mark. Conestoga back with a base runner as Kemper works her second walk of the game.
Up next, the left fielder, number 11, Kennedy Schnarr.
Schnarr as clutch as they come, set to hit for the Condors. See if she can find a pitch she likes and drive it. That one going to skip in the dirt, smothered though by Jessica Lerond. One runner on, 2 away for the Condors in the bottom of the 6th, seeing if they can rally. As that one laced back up the middle, and it is through. Getting back to her base is Kemper. It's going to be a base hit for Kennedy Schnarr. And now 2 on. Here comes Akey.
Kira Akey.
Now it looks like head coach Dwayne Bowles is out. It's a nice piece of hitting from Schnarr, taking it right back up the middle. Able to avoid 3 different gloves. And a good recognition from Kemper to not round too hard, able to scamper back to the base. Akey up to bat, looking to get the hit that she needs. Is that one hit foul? A little bit late on that one. She continues to climb it up. Had a nice play in the top half of the inning to get the second out. That's where the run came in. Nothing she could do on it. Made a great stab at first. That one going to be taken low. It evens us up 1-1. Akey waits, that pitch in. It's going to be high. Ball 2. Akey really working the count here. Loving to see it. Getting every pitch she can. Looking for something to drive in the gap. That one ripped foul. Wasn't too late on that one, as that went screaming off the fence. Taking out 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. Conestoga threatening. That is going to be fouled off again. Looks like she was a little bit fooled out in front, able to keep the hands back and get a piece of the bat on it. Setting up outside, seeing if she can get it to chase. That one going to miss outside. As you saw Lerond setting up almost in the left-handed batter's box. That one going to be missing. Count runs full. Runners get a running start. I believe time going to be called by Akey. There's the pitch, and that is going to be low. Ball 4. Conestoga now has the bases loaded. Akey works a clutch walk. And now Kelly Tycho coming back up with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put her. See what they go with the attack plan for Tycho. Mentioned it, most of her hits last year going to that left center gap. See if she can find a pitch to drive. That one in there for a strike. Tycho digs back in. Here's the pitch from Brown. As that one laced, it's hitting, and a nice grab in left field. Robbing Tycho was freezing. Conestoga loads the bases, held off the score sheet. We head to the 7th, 4-3 Hawks. There we go, 7th inning. Bull continuing to pitch exceptionally well. Tycho out of a number of dangerous situations, giving up minimum damage. River Johnston going to get things started here. Conestoga would love to sit them down 1-2-3 and get back on the bat. That one going to skip in there is going to be blocked by Stevens. Oh, having a look in, waiting for the sign. She's got it. As that one ripped to center, and it's going to be over the head. Oh, Shar looks like she's a bit full, and that one racing back. It's going all the way to the wall. And she's going to be held at third. As that one thrown back in, and it'll be blocked in. That's going to be a lead-off triple for River Johnston. A couple extra base hits here tonight. That's 2 triples for her.
At bat, aim at third base. Number 7, Reese Veloci.
Veloci now stepping back up. A couple singles on the evening. As it looked like that one looked like it was starting to come in a little bit harder to read at night, and that ball just continued to travel right over her head. Let's give her credit for being able to get that ball right back in, raced back after it, and threw an absolute strike to Tycho. We're on third, nobody away. Conestoga looking to keep this a 1-run game. That one inside. It's going to be a ball to Veloci. So we get set for the second pitch. That one outside, trying to bring it back. Good frame from Stevens, not able to get the call. That one a bit high. Looked like coming down the line a bit was Johnson. She will scurry back. 3-1 the count here on Veloci. That is going to be ball 4. I'll put runners on the corners. Greer coming up to bat. 2 on for her. Greer 1 for 3 on the night. Has that base hit back in the first inning. Greer ready, we are backing away. Starting her off with a strike. Good bounce back pitch for Paul after the walk. Able to go right after the hitter. That one going to be a nice block from Stevens. That one a bit low in the dirt. Does a good job smothering it. That one going to get a little bit away. Runner coming down. And it is going to be that set play where Shaw cuts it off. Nonetheless, Johnston wasn't running. Veloci going to move up to second. 2 runners on and in scoring position, nobody away. That one hit chopper to Schnarr. She's got it, firing on to first. Get the sure out at first. Greer is retired. And that is going to bring in River Johnston. That'd be a 2-run lead for the Hawks. Ball took the momentum of Schnarr towards first base, able to take the sure out by throwing it on to Akey. That one in the dirt. Nice block again from Stevens. Really a thankless job at the catching position, continuing to get down and block as many balls as possible. Paul rocks and fires. I'm going to be outside hitting this thing. Run down the third. There's the throw. And it's not going to be time. And that one hitting the palm of Volkmar, able to keep it on the infield. And Veloci going to move up to third. Paul looking to battle back, currently behind 2 balls, no strikes. That one skied to shallow right field. As that one going to hit off the glove of Schnarr. Run will not score. She had to go back to tag. That's going to be an error charge to Schnarr. Fitzgerald on base. As there might have been a little bit of wind on that one as that ball started to tail a little bit away from Schnarr. Nonetheless, runners on the corners, 1 away here in the 7th inning. Run back in. Set for her first plate appearance of the game. And there's a little bit of pump fake from Stevens, not even a throw down this time. As moving up Fitzgerald. As that will probably be defensive indifference. Two runners in scoring position, 1 away. Corner infielders in, trying to prevent maybe from a suicide squeeze. And now it looks like Glenn Denning having a quick talk with home plate umpire. She see something that she didn't like on that last pitch. Or maybe something with the dirt. Definitely looking at something on the ground, just not 100% sure if it is her ankle or if it was the crater that was made from all these pictures where they land and have that plant leg. Nonetheless, all is well. We are set to resume. 2 balls, no strikes here on La Ronde. Volkmar creeping in at third. That one going to be in and out of the glove. It'll be a ball. With 3 balls, no strikes here on La Ronde. Humber threatening. Is that one going to be low as well? As Bateman stirring, I believe there might be a move to the pen. And that is going to be the end for Paul. Nothing to hang her head about as she pitched a great game, really limiting this potent Humber offense to just 5 runs. She did an amazing job at a number of Ks, a number of weak contact, good defensive positioning as well. A great outing and appearance for Paul. Sarah Bateman now into the game in relief after a masterful performance from Nevaeh Paul. Bateman in the first game had 5 strikeouts. She is back to get a little bit more work in, trying to stop Humber and hold them at bay as they have bases loaded here in the 7th. Jansen and that one going to be high. Infield in for Conestoga, trying to cut down that run, keeping the lead at 2. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Bateman, able to get Jensen out ahead. Bateman delivers. That one going to be high. 3-1 the count. After that is going to be ball 4. That will walk in a run. And that is going to bring up the ever dangerous Friesen.
Center fielder number 3, Shea Hooker.
Oh, it's not.
Runner coming. There's the flip, and it's going to be a little bit late. Another run coming in on the pass ball. Fitzgerald in to score.
Another correction. It's hard to see through that fence. Now batting. Left fielder number 9, Matty Friesen.
Matty Friesen already 2 for 3, base hit and a clutch triple to drive in a run. Two more ducks on the pond here for Friesen. Bateman trying to hold it at bay. That one fouled straight back, not fooled too much on that one. Nonetheless, a nice pitch getting the strike is Bateman. That one going to be high. Two balls, one strike here on Friesen. That one skied to center field. Coming in is Ernst. Run coming in. Here comes the throw. It's going to be. Now they got the runner caught up, and she will scramble back. That is going to be LaRonde, I believe, coming in to score on the sac fly. That will be a productive out for Friesen. Jensen stays at second. Quick check on the runner to see if she left early. She did not. That run will count. 7-3 our score after 4 runs have come across for Humber in the top of the 7th.
Now Richard softly order for the Hawks. This is now center fielder number 3, Shea Hilpert.
Hilbert 0 for 4 as she tries to break that slump here in the 7th. Very dangerous hitter up to bat. Is that one going to miss just low for a ball? That one fired in. Going to miss just low again. As that one tips off the glove of Bateman. Quick reactionary play by Schnauer will keep the runner at second. Bateman kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Good little mix from Bateman. Has that ball a little run towards the right-handed batter's box, able to get the swing. That one skipped in, and another nice block from Stevens, continuing to be a very much of a brick wall at the catching position for the Condors. Saw that a lot last year with Kennedy Shaw, who has since transitioned back to the outfield. And you've replaced it with another great catcher in Stevens. Count full here with 2 away on Hilpert. And a swing and a miss. She struck her out. Hilpert goes down on strikes. 4 in for the Hawks. Conestoga heading up to bat, trailing 7-3. Avishnar are going to kick things off for the Condors' 7th inning. They have 3 outs to work with. Currently trailing 8-3. Like we mentioned earlier, very tough out. That one in there for a strike, quickly down 0-2. And now you go into battle mode if you're Shar, continuing to see what is delivered. Find your pitch, continue to spoil off those tough pitches from Brown. That one popped up and it is going to be played on a hop. Fired on her back foot, making the play was Greer. That's one retired. Gonna have a pinch hitter here for Bateman.
Now at bat, number 4, Shelby Bowles.
Shelby Bowles going to get her first at bat here in the OCAA. She's gonna pinch hit for the pitcher Bateman. So vigorous not to be thrust into in your rookie campaign late in the game, needing a couple runs. Just be able to continue to breathe, to calm the nerves, and go out and play ball. Brown delivers. That one fouls straight back, not fooled by that one was Bulls.
The feedback from basketball from the iPad, it's doing great.
Bulls awaits, there's the pitch. That one just gonna miss a little bit outside. There's the pitch. That one going to be hit on the ground, foul. Count goes full. And another pitch fouled off. Good job staying alive from Bulls. So much in her first year. Getting a look at a tough pitcher in Brown. And she's hanging in there. And another foul ball. Doesn't want to give this at bat up. You gotta give her a round of applause for that. Continuing to make Brown throw pitches, seeing if she can get her to tire and then crush a mistake. And that will be a walk. Good at bat for Bulls as she heads to first. And it's coming back up. Had a single back in the first. Would love to see if she can find something to drive. Mentioned before, you're seeing a lot of the at-bats she's had. The ball has really traveled deep into the zone, and she's been trying to push it to right field. She fouls that one straight back. Very clutch hitter in number 5. See if she can find a pitch she likes. That one going to miss away. I believe that one also going to miss. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Danny Ernst. Honestly, that number of comeback wins in the previous season. Would love to see if they can get one here. Try to split the series. As that one popped up. Coming under is Rothwell. She calls for it. She's got it. 2 down.
DP number 20, Victoria Stevens.
A good conversation between Coach Kipper and the umpire, seeing if he wants to make a change. He will not, and that's going to send Victoria Stevens to the plate with 2 away. with a chance to try to keep the game alive for the Condors. Check swing as she went around. That will be called strike from the home plate umpire. Ball's on at first. Ertz the batter. Excuse me, Stevens the batter. As she ducks out of the way of that one. 1-1. That's going to be called a strike at the knees. Conestoga down to their final strike. Good eye, keeping the game alive. Count even, 2-2. Was the game plan was to have a lot of professional bats. You're seeing it here by the Condors. See if they can stay alive. As strike 3 is, she goes down swinging. That will do it. Humber going to win it by a score of 8-3.
The Condors in the bottom of the 7th. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, one runner left on base. That will do it